Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
This game is brought to you by Under Armour, maker of the world's best apparel, footwear, and accessories. Check out the full line of performance gear now at UA.com. Under Armour, I will. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
This game is brought to you by Under Armour, maker of the world's best apparel, footwear, and accessories. Check out the full line of performance gear now at UA.com. Under Armour, I will. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Just a reminder, Kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Country Financial wants to know, what do you look for in a financial services partner?
Get to know us and get to know what we need and what we want to do.
Treat me like they would treat their family.
Help us decide what is a want and what is a need.
I want something tailor-made for me.
At Country Financial, our goal is to take the time to get to know you and then help you put together a customized package of insurance and financial solutions to help you own your future.
When someone really listens and they're planning for us, I trust them.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
This game is brought to you by Under Armour, maker of the world's best apparel, footwear, and accessories. Check out the full line of performance gear now at UA.com. Under Armour, I will. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Hoffman Estates High School, the home of the Hawks, and welcome to the championship match of the Illinois High School Association.
And good evening and welcome into IHSA.TV in the 2017 IHSA Boys Volleyball State Championship game. A matchup of the last three state champions, the last 3 years, I should say. Glenbard West, the two-time defending state champions, going against the 2014 champions of Lincoln Way East. The starting lineups being announced right now. Let's check in with the public address system.
Match with an overall record of 40 wins and 1 loss. Now, please meet Coach Christine Gittemere. Coach Gittemere has an overall record of 334 wins and 116 losses in her 12-year career. The home team on the scoreboard are the Griffins of Lincoln Way East. The Griffins enter today's match with an overall record of 34 wins and 7 losses. Now please meet Coach Christopher Fiore, who has an overall record of 255 wins and 55 losses in his 8-year career. Now let's meet the starters from both teams. A 6'2" senior outside hitter for Glenbard West, number 1, John Winkler. A 6-foot senior, he's the libero, number 2, Mike Fowler. For Glenbard West, the 5'11" junior setter, number 3, Ryan Diver. For the Griffins, a 6'1" junior outside hitter, number 5, Ian Pyatt. For the Hilltoppers, a 6'1" senior, he's the libero 5, Zach Garvin. For the Griffins, a 5'11" senior, he's the setter, number 6, Jake Snyder. For the Hilltoppers, a 6'5" senior opposite side hitter, number 7, Cameron. For the Griffins, a 6'2" senior outside hitter, number 8, Jason Zara. For the Hilltoppers, a 6'3" senior center, number 10, Sean Farmer. For the Griffins, a 6'6" junior middle hitter, 14, Mike Herlihy. For the Hilltoppers, a 6'4" senior middle hitter, 16, Matthew Scruggs. For the Griffins, a 6'3" senior right side hitter, 15, Matt Shemansky. Fighting for the Hilltoppers, a 6'9" junior middle hitter, number 20, J.D. Ardell. And for the Griffins, a 6'3" junior middle hitter, 18, Louis Zavala. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Hilltoppers of Glenbard West and the Griffins of Frankenway East for the championship.
Glenbard West coming into this one with a record of 40 wins and 1 loss. They have gone 101-1 since losing to Downers Grove North on May 2nd of 2015. That's 102 matches and 101 wins. They have been the unstoppable force and the immovable object in volleyball here in the state of Illinois. And in the last 3 years, you've renamed this IHSA state tournament to the Glenbard West Invitational, hosted by Hoffman Estates. But make no mistake, Lincoln Way East coming in with a record of 34 wins and 7 losses and some new firepower this year that they didn't have a year ago in the form of Mike Fowler, Jake Snyder, and Matt Shemansky. 3 players in particular who played last year at Lincoln Way North before their school closed because of budgetary problems, forcing them to make new friends again their senior years at Lincoln Way East. They've blended in nicely, and they've made this team really good. And so we should have an epic title match here for you tonight. Thank you for joining us wherever you are. Glenbard West in the California All-Whites on the right side of your screen, and the green libero. Lincoln Way East in the black jerseys, white numbers, and the white jersey libero on the left side of your screen. Sean Farmer will do the honors. 2017 state championship matches underway. Left side, kill right out the gate. Ian Pyatt. Division I interest for the 6'1" junior. Ohio State and Lewis are the 2 main teams trying to get his services in a few years. 1-0, Lincoln Way East. Right side, to the back and in. That's the monster, JT Artel. Artel at 6'9". And the numbers for Glenbard West are not impressive statistically, individually. That's because they've barely gone to 3 sets 3 times this year. Last year, they didn't do it at all. The year before that, they didn't do that for most of the season. They don't play long matches. And so the numbers are low as a result. John Winkler. Blocked up front. Artell. So Ardell and Lilly. Cam Lilly up front. There's size for Glenbard West at 6'9". Scruggs at 6'4". Farmer at 6'3". He's your setter, by the way. Cameron Lilly at 6'5". The Glenbard West boys volleyball team has rivaled his football team in terms of dominance in Illinois. And that's why. The serve, hard to return. It's 4-1. Last night against Hersey, they put 13 straight service points on the board. That's a Hersey team that won 30 games this year. At one out. Lincoln Way East has to be very, very efficient in its execution tonight. We've seen these teams try and take out Glenbard West that can't do it, and it's because they make too many mistakes. Ardell again. Again, Ardell, his number is only 90 kills on the year, and they rotate pretty deep. Zach Norvid, senior heading to Pepperdine next year. Beautiful serve, not returnable for Pyatt. Glenbard West students in all white across the way. A lot of them graduated last night. Too strong for Jason Zara. Zara heading to Augustana next year. And a timeout. Chris Fiore needs to talk about it. It's 7-2 already in game number 1. A little more on Lincoln Way East. Chris Fiore, Lincoln Way grad from 1999 before the schools split. He's played here when he was a student. Now in his 8th season as the head coach. And they're trying to win their second state title in 4 seasons, but this will clearly be the toughest task that they've ever had in a championship setting. Their 6th trip to Hoffman Estates. The school's only been open for 20 years, maybe. And it's their 3rd trip in 4 seasons. These two played twice before. Back on April 5th and on April 22nd, both wins for Glenbard West. And the Griffins started out of the gate 7-0. Losing 4 of their next 7, but they've won now 13 straight to get to this title game. So 7-2, it's Norvid on the serve. Line drive. Cross court. Zara. And the kill across court, that's time. Hilltoppers execute again. Rotation change. Will McPhillips will come in for the first time, the 6'3 sophomore. And Zavala sits down. In the middle. And the momentum changer. It's McPhillips off the bench. Spring in his step, the sophomore right up the middle. 8-3. Lincoln Way East needs 2 or 3 points. Deflection out. Robert Murphy gets up. It's a 6'4 senior off the bench. Cam Lilly now. 6'5 senior, the opposite side. Lets it go, and it's out. A rare mistake from West. Glenbard West spent most of this 2017 season largely in the shadows of Lake Park after getting beat by the Lancers at Glenbard East in their Spring Fest. It's hard to remain under the radar when you win 36 games in a row. Or check that, 35. But they have up until now. (10-4). Zara from the left, blocked and out. Zara getting the right angle and the point for the Griffins. Zara goes cross court. Winkler. This time Pyatt. Block. Sent straight down. Matthew Scruggs with the block.
20, JT Ardell back at number 9.
Grant Texan will come in to serve. 5'11" senior. Left side, Pyatt. Got it down. Pyatt, maybe the most talented individual on the Griffins team. And he's going to need some help. And so he's out to a good start early. And now it's Owen Doyle, the junior, off the bench to serve. Winkler denied. Toppers get another chance. Winkler again, blocked again. Right side this time, blocked again and sent down. Griffins say no. The brick wall for Lincoln Way East. 11-7. 3 chances there. They don't have a lot of size. They're going to need all of it. Winkler blocked. Not returned. Christine Gintemeyer, the head coach for Glenbard West, paying close attention to those last 2 points. Ardell, the finesse from the 6'9" monster. Everything you can do, I can do better. It's 12-8. From the back, Zara. Norvid couldn't get to it. Frustrated. Lincoln Way East hanging in there. Easy to say, on the ropes on a 7-2 lead, a 10-4 lead, and it's now 12-9, a little more manageable, starting to settle in a little bit. Winkler blocked. Griffins get enough of it to start their own chance. Floated down, double hit. They're going to call a lift. Looked like 2 hands at once, or rather 2 hands in a stutter there. So John Winkler heading to Lindenwood next year. Team leader in aces. Laser of a serve. Zara cross. Toppers a chance. Right side. Ardell. Just gets enough over the net. Rotation change with McPhillips back in for Zavala. They will do that on the far left side. Hilltoppers trying to seize early control in this one. Griffins. Rise and fire for Matt Szymanski. Szymanski will play at Aurora next year. Again, Aurora University putting their first volleyball team on the floor in next school year, and it's going to have a lot of Chicago flavor and a lot of flavor here from Hoffman Estates. And Norvid's going to serve now for Glenbard West out of Glen Ellyn. Right side. Too strong. Goes wide that time, and it's back to a 6-point lead. Cross court, Zara deflected, and the point for the Griffins. Mike Fowler, the senior, serves it up. Toppers have to send it from the back. And there's Cameron Lilly. Here's Lilly. Toppers send it across. Griffin's a chance. They go far across. Zara this time. Deflected it in. It took a directional change and it threw off Winkler. 17-12. Blocked. And the return try. And say contact with the net. It looked pretty close. Otherwise would have been a well-executed play, but it keeps the Griffins within 4. Serve now for Piccini. Not that time for Winkler. Glenbard West student section standing. Lincoln Way East a little more reserved right now, waiting to see how their Griffins will play out the rest of this set. Sean Farmer. More than 800 assists for him on the year. Didn't need any help there. Right in the middle, from the back, Pyatt down the corner, and it's out. Back to 5 now. Here's Robert Murphy. Lets it go long, and it's in. It was close. Fiore, we've had a couple of end line calls that have been questionable today. And a timeout. Lincoln Way East is going to take time. Tell you a little more about Glenbard West. Christine Gintemeyer, 12th season as the head coach. And an alum as well of Glenbard West. They're trying to match Wheaton Warrenville South as the only 2 teams that have won 3 straight state championships in boys volleyball. The Tigers did it in 2007, 2008, and 2009, also in dominant fashion, similar to what the Toppers are trying to do here today. This program started from scratch in 2002. They finally won their first regional title in 2011, and they have not stopped from there. 66 straight matches won between May of 2015. Lake Park snapped that streak earlier this year. That same tournament, they also had won 96 straight sets, maybe a little more than 100 at that point, probably closer to 108. And that was snapped in the same tournament earlier that morning. They don't lose sets, let alone matches, very often. And so keep that in mind. They lost this morning to Brother Rice in their first set. That was the first time they've lost a set in the state tournament since 2014. Think about that. And they look poised to win again to open this match in the title game against Lincoln Way East. Pyatt blocked, but out. They call it in. Certainly looked out from this angle. Blocked, and it falls in. So that one they get back. The last 2 state title matches that Glenbard West has played, 2015 and 2016, neither one were competitive. Both ended in around 45 minutes. Lincoln Way East is trying to change that for starters, and that one went wide. Griffins get the point back within 5. They need a rally here, though. That one falls out. And if Glenbard West is going to oblige by making some mistakes, they won't mind. This is Owen Doyle, who's continuing to serve. To the back, no deflection. It is out. Looked close, and a timeout for Glenbard West. And a business-like approach to the bench for Lincoln Way East as we get to a timeout. It is 22-19. We will come back for the conclusion of game number 1 of our 2017 Boys Volleyball State Championship here at Hoffman Estates. This is IHSA.TV. (22-19), Glenbard West in our opening set of the 2017 state championship game. Matt Rodewald here with you. Glad to be with you here on this Saturday afternoon, early evening at Hoffman Estates. The tradition that's going on now 25 years. A packed house on hand. John Winkler getting the tip. And it's 23-19. Glenbard West trying to win their 3rd straight state championship. Lincoln Way East, a regular here in Hoffman. 2014 state champs trying to pull a monster upset. And Ian Pyatt has been very good today, and they need him to be. Team leader in kills each of the last 2 years. A 3rd-generation volleyball player for Lincoln Way East. To the back and out. So Ryan Diver take a roll there. And here we go, set point. It will be the ace master, John Winkler. Short. Takes him out of the rotation. See if that becomes a factor here in these next few points. Ian Pyatt. Toppers go left side. Down and in. Game goes to Glenbard West. It's Robert Murphy that finishes it off. 25-21. One more set for history for Glenbard West. A 25-21 winner over Lincoln Way East. Our second set coming up next. You're watching the IHSA Boys Volleyball State Championship game.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
This game is brought to you by Under Armour, maker of the world's best apparel, footwear, and accessories. Check out the full line of performance gear now at UA.com. Under Armour, I will. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Glenbard West this morning lost to Brother Rice, their first opening set, and that was it in terms of their hiccups that they've had today. They won their first set here, 25-21 over Lincoln Way East in the state championship game for 2017, and now Lincoln Way East will do the honors to serve to stay alive and try and force this thing to the distance. Get to the deciding third game and third set, and here we go. Kill right away. That's JT Ardell at 6'9" of power. Glenbard West, they look all business. Lincoln Way East trying to stay afloat here and struggling, already trailing 2-0. And we've seen Glenbard West go into these early runs each of the last 3 seasons or so, and they bury you early. Topper's a chance. Winkler cross court. Die too strong. Winkler tries, but blocked. Set it up right side. Lilly dug out nicely by Pyatt. From the back, Zara floater, can't get it over. Winkler again, blocked. Winkler again keeps it alive. Right side, Lilly, power, cross court, and found the seam. 3-0. McPhillips back in, I should say. Look at the future for the Griffins. Pyatt, the junior, and McPhillips, the sophomore, lead the way for the Griffins coming up in 2018. So there's some depth there. They don't rebuild in Glen Ellyn, they reload. Ryan Diver, junior. And JT Ardell, the big man that you see in the middle, is a junior. And it's 4-1. The Griffins get a point back. Pyatt has to roll off a few if he can. That will help. And they can't handle it, blocked at the net. Lincoln Way East with Mike Hurley. 6'6", the tallest on the roster, and George Coogan as well. Blocked at the net. No one got to it. But those two guys don't see the floor. And so everyone else, you're relying on 6'3", 6'3". And Hurley, you see the floor, but not on the floor at the moment, I should say. 4-3. Blocked, deflected, picked up. Griffins a chance. They go back to the left. Zara blocked. And they give it to the... They say the deflection will keep it for the Griffins. And so here's Pyatt. He's rolled off a few now. We're tied. It's touch and go for Griffin fans. And to the back and out. Every time we've lauded service points tonight, it's turned into the next one being 5 feet out. And so here's Winkler. Nasty serve. Left side, Zara. No one can handle that one. Point for the Griffins. Tied again. There's Hurley. So he's back on the floor, and that really is that's it in terms of your height. So when you're going against Glenbard West at the net, that one's strong. And so 2 straight mistakes from the Griffins. And they avoided a long stretch from John Winkler serving. And then they give it right back. And so Norvid now will try it. Floater, short. Zara, floater that time. Beautiful timing. And Jason Zara has been very good tonight. Zara heading to Augustana. Just about 200 kills each of the last 2 seasons. Blocked and out. But deflected at the net. In terms of college interest, Jake Snyder heading to St. Ambrose. Szymanski, as we mentioned, going to Aurora. Zara blocked, picked up. Griffins handle it. They go from the back, Pyatt, and down and in. And so you can see the skill set from Pyatt, Herlihy, and Zara, and they're all playing well. Tied again at 7. But while the Griffins are playing really well, Glenbard West is playing okay. Hammer down, picked up. Zara from the back. Strong. And out. Oh, they say deflection. Zara again. You see across the way, the students in white maybe a little nervous for the first time this evening. Griffins are handling the kills opportunities for the toppers. That one, though, they could not handle. So tied at 4, tied at 5, tied at 6, tied at 7, and once again, tied at 8 as we go back and forth here at Hoffman Estates. Glenbard West needs one more set win for their 3rd straight state championship. That one blocked, deflected, and in. Pyatt with a kill. Owen Doyle comes in. Junior will serve. Short. Texan to serve, to the back. Pyatt floats it, no chance. Ardell right there, and he had to get out of the way. Rotation with McPhillips coming back in. Texan again to serve. Pyatt deflected, falls out. So Pyatt's been able to get on that corner. Zara as well, and the Griffins have done a nice job executing and setting up their opportunities. Snyder, line drive. Floater across, and a smart move by Sean Farmer. The little finesse to find that hole in the Griffins lineup there. And 11-10. Contact. Tied again. Glenbard West got out to a quick 3-0, 4-1 lead, and Lincoln Way East erased that, and we've been tied the rest of the way here in this second set. So Winkler now will go. Again, the best server on the floor. Watch his technique. To the back, handled though. Right side, and in. Nasty kill from Matt Szymanski, the senior. And so again, with Winkler serving, they've avoided him. The Griffins have done a nice job to get out of his rotation. So Lilly with that kill.
16, Matt Scruggs back in.
Here's Norvid now. Glenbard West, a 1-point margin. Into the net, patiently waiting. How smart was that for Snyder? He let it go off the net, knew he had no shot, set up just enough of an opportunity for Herlihy to send it down. Focus group in black on the right side. That one deflected and out. Scruggs getting credit for the kill. Lily now to serve, up 1. Right in the middle. Herlihy there. Mike Herlihy. Getting a lot of interest from Loyola, Lewis, and Ball State. Prominent and premier programs in the Midwest. That one had no shot. Lily. A lot of people talk about this Glenbard West in terms of individuality with John Winkler, Zach Norvid, JT Ardell. You can see why, but Cameron Lilly has a swagger that's different about him and the rest of his teammates. Herlihy again. We go back and forth. We have been tied since we were tied at 4. This is as nip and tuck as you get. There has been zero rhythm in terms of serving. Doyle gets that one over that time. Winkler hammers down, cross court. He's found the angle there a few times. Lombard West by 1. Grant Texan, they've gone all the way around the rotation. He served a couple of points ago. So the fact that they've gotten all the way back around shows you how back and forth we've been. That one floated across. Toppers keep it alive. West a chance. Winkler, cross court. Nope. Fowler thought about it and he couldn't get his hands out of the way. This is the largest lead we've had in a while at 2. So to put it in perspective, had we been tied at 4, say at 25, we'd have been close to 40 by now with the way the last 20 service points have been back and forth. It's a 17-15 lead. Glenbard West up by 1, 8 points away from another state championship. We'll take a break and we'll come back. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball State Championship game. Lincoln Way East doing everything they can to stay in this, and the reason they've done that is they have had some great work returning serves. They have executed nicely with Jason Sara. Glenbard West has made just enough mistakes, and Lincoln Way East is poised to do just that. You put it in their pocket, and they will bury it. So out of the timeout, the Griffins respond. And Will McPhillips has been an integral part of this effort tonight for the Griffins. He comes off out of the rotation. Jake Snyder gets a chance to serve, though. Leading ace specialist. Contact to the net. Glenbard West in the net, and we're tied again. It's the 13th tie of this set. Winkler with the left hand, but blocked. It got too far away from him, so he went up with the left. Lincoln Way East out of the timeout with 3 straight points. Snyder again. Winkler. Dug out. Toppers another shot. Again to Winkler. Dug out again. That was Mike Fowler, who's done an excellent job tonight. To the back and too strong. What happens when you get a big front line like Glenbard West is you tend to float your kills a little bit, and what it does is it sails. Sometimes you get points like that where it's just too long. You're trying to get over the top just like that. Ian Pyatt, brilliant. The okie doke there. And it's 19-18. Cameron Lilly too strong. Largest lead of the night for Lincoln Way East, I should say, and a timeout. Remember, Lincoln Way East trailed by 3 early, and the fact they've rallied to get, a 5-point swing out of this. Chris Fiore talking with his coaching staff right now, and again, I don't want to belabor the point, but 34-7, you're a good volleyball team, but when you're up against the team on the other side there, you essentially have to play perfect volleyball. They've made some mistakes, but they have minimized most of those. The mistakes have equaled out on both sides in terms of service errors and misplayed serve returns. It's turned into a very entertaining match. Lincoln Way East, who absolved the student body of Lincoln Way North, got a new infusion of talent to an already very good program. And there you go. Just like that, it can change in a heartbeat. Pyatt misserved. John Winkler now. It's in his hands. Rise and fire. Szymanski with the kill. And once again, the Griffins take Winkler's service game out of this set. That's the third time he's been one and done. The officials are talking with the scorer's table. And I think they wanted a rotation clarification before pulling somebody out. And that would be a huge mistake at this stage of the game. 21-19. Blocked! No! Lilly may not have gotten that over the net, but it's a 3-point lead now for Lincoln Way East. Timeout on the floor. Griffins can smell it. A set victory to make this go the distance. They're 3 points away. We'll take a timeout. 22-19. Griffins trying to close it out here in set number 2. This is the 2017 IHSA Boys Volleyball State Championship. Glenbard West trying to put its stamp on history. But in doing so, they've run into some hiccups. Very few hiccups. This could be one that goes the distance here if they don't rally. Lilly tries to keep it alive, and Norvid was there, and nobody helped. Glenbard West had its 70-set streak snapped this morning by Brother Rice, and they're about to drop another set. But not before Robert Murphy slams that one down to make it 23-20. They're not done yet. And last night we saw Glenbard West reel off 13 straight service points against Hersey. Norvid to serve. To the back. Through the basketball standard and out. You saw Robert Murphy go barreling into the stands there. 24-20. This to even the match at 1. Griffins fans on their feet. Murphy, out! The set belongs to Lincoln Way East, and we will go the distance. (25-20). So we're tied at 1. We will have one set to decide a state champion coming up. Glenbard West and Lincoln Way East. Down to the wire we go here in Hoffman Estates. This is the 2017 Boys Volleyball Championship.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life. National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
This game is brought to you by Under Armour, maker of the world's best apparel, footwear, and accessories. Check out the full line of performance gear now at UA.com. Under Armour, I will. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Well, since rally scoring was instituted in boys volleyball back in 2003, it's almost 15 years now, this will be only the 4th state championship game to go the distance. And in 26 years of the boys volleyball state tournament, this will only be the 8th to go 3 sets. The last one to go 3 sets. Chris Fiore was here for that. So are the seniors as freshmen. Lincoln Way East won all 3 against Warren, 22-25, 26-24, and 25-19. They are trying to pull off one of the biggest upsets in state history, to be blunt. Not because they're not very good. It's because Glenbard West is that good. And they're trying to win their 3rd straight state championship in dominant fashion. Welcome back, set number 3. And here we go. Glenbard West and Lincoln Way East will go the distance. And they will stay on the same side for set number 3. And so Glenbard West will serve first. How do they perform in these first 5 or 6 points or so? Could be the factor here. Sean Farmer. Send it across. Back almost was long. They let it go anyway and play on. That one at the net. Topper's a chance. Ardell saved and sent across. They reload to Lilly cross court. Glenbard West with the lead. Right side, Lilly again. Picked up. Snyder. Pyatt, cross court. Beautiful save, Norvit. Winkler will fire it across. Snyder sets up Czar in the back. Somebody's there. Good response and a long volley. Lilly needs some help. Norvid keeps it alive. Here come the Griffins. Pyatt hammers it down. Left sideline. Tied at 1. 2-1. Ardell, who's been quiet. Productive but quiet. Glenbard West with a 2-1 lead here in the final set. Blocked at the net and out. We're tied at 2. Ian Pyatt, very good tonight. Cross court. Murphy, who's come on in that second game and continued on. Robert Murphy, a 6'4" senior. The numbers are not pretty. It doesn't matter. Statistics show him coming into the weekend with only 2 kills on the year. You see he is definitely a part of the rotation. Blocked, kept alive. Snyder, left side, Zara, blocked, recovery. Blocked again by Lickaway East this time. And Murphy hammers away. From the back, Pyatt. Nobody's back there. Pyatt couldn't get to it. Beautiful play. Glenbard West. Right side. Cross court and in. The skill players are really showing up here. Herlihy with the finish there. And it's a 4-3 Glenbard West lead. And what's turning into a classic battle for a state championship. Murphy buries it. Pyatt couldn't get to it. Just a little to his right. Cameron Lilly now will serve. Black shoes and all. Snyder, right side. The recovery, nobody there. The block in the right spot. Szymanski opened the door for it a bit. 6-3 Glenbard West. Starting to feel a rhythm. Herlihy. West goes left side. Down the line and in. Chris Fiore might think about a timeout here, and he does. 7-3 in set number 3. Glenbard West looking for title number 3 in a row. We'll take a timeout. Hilltoppers in early control here, set number 3. This is the 2017 Illinois Boys Volleyball State Championship game. Cameron Lilly out of the timeout. Deflected and out, and that was the response the Griffins needed. Jason Zara, who's been excellent tonight. He is proving himself amongst the best in the state. He'll play for the Augustana Vikings next year. Murphy blocked and denied. Herlihy says no. Snyder right there to help. That 4-point lead, cut in half. Short serve. And we have not seen very many of those, and those are killers at this stage of the game. Murphy goes left side. Herlihy, the hammer, but saved. Griffins keep it alive. Third try right here, and it's short. Pyatt just couldn't get enough on it. Back to a 4-point lead. Herlihy, no chance for the Toppers to stop that one. He found a hole on the right side. You see Herlihy's size and basketball player mixed in with volleyball skill set. Very impressive. Sean Farmer has been very quiet, but steady. And it's 10-6. Glenbard West in control now. Grant Texan. Herlihy down the middle, but saved. Lilly had it. Deflection or no? Give the point to Glenbard West. They say no deflection. Snyder wants an explanation. And he's not getting it. And the largest lead of set number 3 for Glenbard West. Pyatt blocked. They say out. That was very close.
18 was allowed 7. Owen Doyle back in to serve. Zach Norbert back in number 5.
Owen Doyle on the serve, but nobody there as it fell in the middle again. That's been a soft spot.
Sean Farmer to serve.
Back to a 5-point lead.
Mike Fowler back in.
Rotation change. Doyle comes out. Herlihy in the back. Deflecting it in. Just enough of a deflection.
Jason Zara with help. And Szymanski back in.
Szymanski comes back in.
Jake Snyder to serve, number 6.
Snyder, the ace master for this team. Could use a few here. Kept alive, but into the scorer's table goes Mike Fowler.
That was 20. JT Ardell.
We give Ardell credit for the kill. Back to 5 now, 13-8. Each of the last 2 title games, Glenbard West had allowed 15, 13, 15, and 15 points. So these games today have been the most competitive they've seen at the highest level.
John Winkler to serve, number 1.
John Winkler has not done a lot of damage serving-wise against Lincoln Way East. Could this be his chance? It's a good start. That one not returned. Ace. Across the 40 ace mark on the year. Now Fiore, the head coach for Lincoln Way East, asking about something. And there's a conversation happening at the scorer's table right now. And I'm not sure if it had anything to do with Lincoln Way East players trying to run into the Glenbard West student section for some help. And there's a little, some stern looks going back and forth between both benches. And Jake Snyder, I should say, I'm sorry, going to talk to the referee and relay a message from his coach. And it has something to do with the student section over there. And the conversation, Glenbard West trying to get involved too. And you have officials across the way trying to speak to the Glenbard West officials that are in charge essentially of the students. I don't know what all that was about, but it stopped play for about 3 minutes. Let's see who that helps. Contact with the net, and John Winkler had to sit there and wait to serve. And when you have a rocket like he does, the last thing you want to do is sit there. Got him out of rhythm just enough, so that point goes to Lincoln Way East. They get right back on that kill. Cameron Lilly hammers away. Biggest lead of the day. Norvid floats it. Right side. Szymanski, the kill there. Won't be returned. Early back in. Luis Zavala stepped out for the moment, and we'll call that a double hit. Or a lift, take your pick. It looked like it went off one or the other. They do call it a lift officially. They could have had either of their choices on that. But that gives Lincoln Way East some new life, which they promptly served out of bounds. This has not been as crisp here in game number 3 as game number 2. Lilly serving. Block, nobody there. Norvid and Murphy got tangled up. Just as we were about to say that Lincoln Way East is running out of time to get a rally to even this up. They start to put some momentum together. That one pretty deep. Blocked. Snyder gets it. Fowler sets it up. Savara. Battle to net. Pyatt gets to it. Right side. Zara again. Deflected. Returned and saved. Beautiful by Winkler. Sets it up for Murphy and it's out. But it's deflected. And the point for Glenbard West. What a sequence.
Murphy to serve.
5-point lead. Zara. This time Winkler. Down the line, nobody there. Timeout on the floor coming. Chris Fiore indecisive whether he wanted to take it or not. And Lincoln Way East knows they are in trouble at this point. And so Glenbard West looking good with an 18-12 lead here in the final set. And a chance for history to end the season at 41-1 after going 42-0 a year ago.
Let us get the award ceremony started. Thank you.
Already beaten Lincoln Way East twice this year. Several streaks all throughout the year. All of them have now been broken. The question they had coming in, Christine Gittemeyer asked, what kind of team are we? Who are we? To find out who we are, got to be back here in Hoffman, and they are. Now they got to finish the job and try and win their 3rd straight state title. Robert Murphy. Pyatt denied. Griffin's a chance. They send it across Zara. Toppers now. Right in the middle. Matt Scruggs lets it go. Largest lead of the night. Glenbard West has breezed through title games the last 2 years. Not so tonight. But they are starting to look like themselves and the team that we are used to seeing here in Hoffman Estates. There's no Paulie Bischoff this year. There's no Parker Swartz. There's no Ryan Condon, and there's no Kyler Kotsakis. There is a lot of good talent on this floor. And it starts with Matthew Scruggs. 20-13. Hilltoppers smell it. Grant takes it that much closer. Ian Pyatt, I should say. A laser of a kill there. That keeps it within 6. But Lincoln Way East right now, their moment to shine is waiting for them if they can get right back into this. Left side, Winkler. Cross court, on the line. Precision for John Winkler. 4 points away. Fowler in, Hurley out. Long serve is out. They gambled, and that was very close. Farmer's serve goes just long enough. Szymanski back on the floor. And now a good time to have Jake Snyder serve.
Jake Snyder to serve.
Right side. Floater. Nobody there. Fowler came up, and it went right behind him.
Robert Murphy. Back Winkler to serve.
John Winkler now to serve. 3 points away. He's been on varsity ever since he started. Lincoln Way East gets the kill on the deflection. In 4 seasons, Glenbard West, the senior class, never lost at home, ever, in 4 years. And they're this close to polishing off another state title. That hit the ground. Pyatt couldn't get to it. 2 points away. Zach Norvid has been part of this program since day one for him. He too would go out with 3 state titles, no losses at home. Right side, blocked, kept in. Griffins set it up. Zara down the line. They say it was on the other side of the antenna. And now the moment of truth. Zach Norvid will serve for history. Glenbard West 1 point away from winning it all again. Zara floats it in. Norvid sets up the chance. Cameron Lilly deflected, out, and history for the Hilltoppers again. Glenbard West, 3-time state champions. The magic continues in Glen Ellyn. The dominance. The second team to win 3 straight state championships in Illinois history. It was dominant again. There were blemishes along the way. 1 whole loss to Lake Park. They lost a set this morning. It snapped the streak. But that's fine. They'll start another streak. They lost a set today. They hadn't done that in the state championship game in the last 3 years. That's fine. They won anyway. They keep finding ways to win. They keep finding ways to build talent. They keep finding ways to build depth and future talent. And they keep finding ways to win the trophy that says champions. Glenbard West, 2017 state champions in Illinois. For Lincoln Way East, they'll finish the year at 34-8, and a tremendous season that sees them get to their second state championship game in 4 years. This was a good match, but too much Glenbard West in the end. An all too familiar sentence for teams around the state of Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a short pause while we set up for the...
Once again, the final, 25-21, 20-25, and 25-16. A special thank you to the IHSA.TV staffers that have been here all weekend long, seeing some excellent volleyball, as they often do every single year. And once again, they see the dominance of Glenbard West winning this state championship. Thanks to all the schools, thanks to the folks at Hoffman Estates, and thanks to you for watching this epic title game. A 3-set winner for Glenbard West and their 3rd straight state championship. We now let you watch the final ceremonies and the award ceremony. Congratulations to Lincoln Way East and Glenbard West, the Hilltoppers, champions again in 2017. Good night, everyone.
This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Palmer and Rod Polich, and our bench officials, Julie Caldwell, Louis Green, Tim Monahan, Mike Reedy, Mark Trapp, and Ed Vesely, and of course Nancy Nestor, the official in charge. Ladies and gentlemen, we now direct your attention to midcourt for the presentation of the first and second place team and individual award for the 2017 IHSA Boys State Volleyball Finals. Presenting awards tonight will be Robert Nolting of Andrew High School at Tinley Park, representing Division III of the Illinois High School Association Board of Directors, and Steve Lackney, Athletic Director here at Hoffman Estates High School. At this time, please meet the Griffins of Lincoln Way East High School of Frankfort, who finished the 2017 season in second place with a final record of 34 wins and 8 losses. First, meet the principal of Lincoln Way East, Dr. Sharon Mahalik. Athletic Director Mark Vanderkoy. Head Coach Christopher Fiore. Assistant Coach Andy Wingate. Assistant Coach Brian Danielson. Assistant Coach Justin Allen. Assistant Coach Jesse Alvarez. Number 1, Blake Boykin. Number 2, Mike Fowler. Number 3, Denny Passini. Number 4, Brendan Mayer. Number 5, Ian Pyatt. Number 6, Jake Snyder. Number 7, Owen Doyle. Number 8, Jason Zara. Number 9, Caden Wise. Number 10, Mark Robleski. Number 11, George Coogan. Number 12, Grayson Cox. Number 13, Jeremy Walsh. Number 14, Mike Hurley. Number 15, Matt Shemansky. Number 16, Will McPhillips. Number 17, Will Driver. And number 18, Louis Zavala. And now will Coach Christopher Fiore and the captains of Lincoln Way East please step forward to receive the second place trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Griffins of Lincoln Way East Illinois High School Association Boys State Volleyball Finals runner-up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention back to midcourt. And at this time, please meet the Hilltoppers of Glenbard West. Hilltoppers finished the 2017 season in first place. The final record of 41 wins and 1 loss. First, meet the superintendent of Glenbard West High School, Dr. David Larson. The principal is Dr. Peter Monahan. The athletic director is Joe Kane. Head coach, Christine Gentemere. Assistant coach, Dan Scott. Assistant coach, Alex Hurlbert. Assistant coach, Christina Schock. Number 1, John Winkler. Number 2, Jackson Roach. Number 3, Ryan Diver. Number 4, Jay Ludington. Number 5, Zach Norbert. Number 6, Jack Cranny. Number 7, Cameron Lilly. Number 8, Ethan Marchetti. Number 9, Grant Texan. Number 10, Sean Farmer. Number 11, Robert Murphy. Number 12, Alec Pierce. Number 13, Stone Metz. Number 14, Kevin Tarzan. Number 15, Anthony Schlesser. Number 16, Matthew Scruggs. Number 17, Paul Keski. And number 20, J.T. Arnell. And now will Coach Christine Gentemere and the captains of Glenbard West please step forward to receive your championship trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Hilltoppers of Glenbard West High School. The Illinois High School Association Boys State Volleyball Finals champions.